Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the April 2025 Market Stat Review of Maricopa County. On behalf of Eliza and myself, we welcome to share just a couple minutes and get a quick update. Quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, John Burns, very important, influences in our real estate market, government, technology, economy, and societal shifts. We've had this thing called tariffs happening. This is what's happened here just in the last few days in terms of the marketplace with the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ. Has had an impact, short-term, long-term, yet to be determined. But what is also happening is that we know what goes down will come back up at some point, but it is having an influence. What is having an immediate influence here is this is going to have an impact on interest rates for mortgages. So we anticipate them going down. They're trending down just ever so slightly right now, and it may trend down even further. For the folks who have been priced out of a house due to the higher interest rates, we sense that there is a lot of people in the getting pre-approved phase. There are people we hear that are concerned about the uncertainty of the stock market and parking some money into real estate. And there's also a group of people, some of the more affluent, who are considering pausing just a little bit until their portfolios do recover. Wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, please know that we're here to support, come alongside you, and work with you as you navigate buying and selling real estate, specifically here in Maricopa County. On a good note, Scottsdale, Arizona was just ranked one of the best places to retire. I don't disagree with that. There's a lot of great things happening in Scottsdale, Arizona. One of which we hinted on a while back was that ultimately Scottsdale would like to become what's considered a blue zone community. Still probably 4 years out, but that's where they try to provide services and lifestyles for people to live up to 100 years of age, a blue zone. They're working on it. When we look at the market itself, ladies and gentlemen, our active listings in Maricopa County are at 18,485, under contract 6,402, sold 4,688. Now, we're seeing technically a higher increase in under contract. Our interest rates are right now just below 5 to the mid 6s range. Our absorption rate is a little bit higher. We're at 23%, and our supply is 4.4 months. Again, this is a recap of what's happening in our market in terms of acting, pending, and sold. But this is the visual on the absorption rate in the month of supply. Now, as we get into the individual communities, let's first look at everything in Maricopa County and Pinal County combined. When we do look at that, in the yellow circle on the left graph under market statistics, our market is up just over 1%, and the average sale price 263.57. For our 4 point some million population in Metro Phoenix as a whole, that's where we are. Our active listings are up just about 50% from where they were a year ago. Now, when we look at everything combined in those two counties, our median sale price in the graph to the right, 457, with our average sale price at 627. Days of market, 78 days, and month supply, 3.51. As we dive in just a little bit deeper, going from 20,000 feet into 10,000 feet, and we hover over just Pinal County is up 0.2% overall in the yellow circle. And their sales price runs a little bit less than ours, of course, in Maricopa County. Mean sale price 370, average sale price 390. Supply right at 4 months. Pull forward just in the Maricopa County, we're up 0.3% of one. Average or median sale price 480,000, average sale price 665, and our month supply at 3.43. Now, we tend to dive in just a little bit deeper into our numbers, which we enjoy doing. As we do that, we look at one of the more affluent zip codes, Paradise Valley. That is up 25%, ladies and gentlemen, 25% from where it was a year ago. Mean sale price 3.5 million, average sale price 4.6. There is a little bit more inventory. Days of market 91, supply just under 6 months. When we pull out and go over to Phoenix is down just a 0.3. Median sale price there 465, average sale price 603. We have just 3.4 months of inventory, and it's important to know that New listings are at 2,029. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is serving a metro of about 1.7 million people. That's a lot of population for the total number of homes available, 4,134 with 2,000 new listings. Not a massive amount of choice. It works out to just under 100 doors per zip code. And finally, when we look into the city of Scottsdale, Scottsdale's up 3.2%. Mean sale price 875, average sale price 1.2 million. Average days on market 84, month supply 3.82. Now, what's interesting about Scottsdale compared to Phoenix and Paradise Valley, ladies and gentlemen, is Scottsdale has a very significant population or inventory of townhomes and condos. And there's been a lot of apartments that have been built in Scottsdale in the last few years as well. So while this is a true statement as far as 875 median sale price and average sale price $1.2 million, if we were to pull out and just look at single family homes, that number would be significantly higher in the city of Scottsdale. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just a quick overview for the month of April. We're going to be watching the tariffs. We're going to be watching inventory or interest rates. And we're also going to be watching to see if people are actually moving faster into our real estate market or truly pausing. Wishing you much impact out there in our market today. Best to all.